Once upon a time, a multiplayer battle royale game was developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by Electronic Arts, but nobody ever imagined that one day it would become the popular game known as Apex Legends. How did Apex Legends become such a popular game? And why did it become a popular game? Is Bangalore really IMC Soldier? Is it true that Bloodhound was originally designed for Titanfall? Does the game really have characters who are LGBTQ? Does Lifeline really come from a wealthy family?
It's time for me to answer all these questions and more, since this is Aaron, back at it again with another daily video to help you relax. So lay back and enjoy the ride. I hope this read helps you get you through your day, or even better, I hope this video helps you gently fall asleep. I can't wait to get started.
This is the tale of Apex Legends.
Apex Legends is a free-to-play first-person shooter battle royale video game developed by Respawn Entertainment, published by Electronic Arts. The game was announced on February 3, 2019, and unveiled and released for free on the following day. The game is a part of the Titanfall universe. Apex Legends takes place in a region of the frontier on the fringes called the Outlands. The Frontier War is over with the presumed defeat of the IMC. The exact timing of the end of the war is not certain. With neither the IMC nor the militia to exert order upon the war-ravaged frontier, the intervening time allowed the birth of a new competitive blood sport known as the Apex Games. The Apex Games are presumed to be founded and organized by Cuban Blisk, founder of the original Apex Predators mercenary unit and veteran of the Frontier War. The island of Kings Canyon was a region formerly rich in resources, but it is now a dedicated bloodsport island home to the finest hunters and gladiators on the frontier, the primary site of the Apex Games. Apex Legends took form during experimentation following Titanfall 2's release, when the developers experimented with the Battle Royale game mode. It was quickly decided that it wouldn't simply be a game mode by itself, and it was instead transformed into its own game entirely. Early builds of Apex Legends contain the parkour and Titan elements core to prior games in the series, with early builds even going so far as to contain a triple jump ability. But these features were removed during development as they made combat unpredictable and hard to comprehend. Titans were also present in early builds of the game as a power-up ability, but were removed due to Respawn not wishing to make the Titans feel like they were made out of paper, a wet cardboard bag, and defeat the intention of them being a power fantasy. Despite the removal of several core features, the franchise thus far, Respawn elected to set the game within the Titanfall world due to a desire to flesh out the world away from the black and white conflict between the Interstellar Manufacturing Corporation and Frontier Militia, instead of focusing on other colorful characters and their stories. Respawn decided to forego a heavy marketing campaign for Apex Legends due to the potential for perceived fan backlash due to several unfavorable factors such as the removal of classic Titanfall elements, the company's acquisition by EA, the game being free-to-play with purchasable loot boxes, and the game not being the rumored Titanfall 3. Instead, the company decided to let the game speak for itself by announcing and releasing it within the same day. Producer Drew McCoy also expressed a wish to stay open and transparent about Apex Legends, with a roadmap of the game's post-launch features being shown in the launch day stream. Apex Legends is a first-person shooter, as the previous mainline games in the Titanfall series. Unlike the previous games, however, Apex Legends is an ongoing live service game with no single-player campaign or traditional multiplayer matchmaking. The game is a hero shooter, where players play as discrete, individualized characters with their own designs, personalities, stories, and special abilities. The primary format of the game is a battle royale, where players airdrop onto a remote island with no supplies on their person. They must scavenge equipment from the environment and fight against others in an ever-shrinking, free-for-all battlefield, with the winner being the last man standing. Players play as legends, hero characters similar to the Pilot or Titan classes found in Titanfall 2. Standard matches in Apex Legends are played in squads of 3, fighting against 19 other squads for a total of 20 squads, 60 players in any given match. The winners, the game's Apex champions, are the last squad standing after all other squads are eliminated. Before a game begins, the 3 members of the squad are placed in random order and given a few seconds apiece to pick their legend for the game. Legend choice within the squad is first come, first serve, and duplicate legends are not allowed. 2 teammates cannot pick the same character. The last player to pick their legend is the designated Jump Master, who ultimately decides where and when the fire team drops onto the map as a single unit, though they can pass the role on to another player during the drop phase. All competitors begin a match with no equipment on their person, special abilities aside. They must scavenge the field for weapons and ammunition, gear, ordnance, and consumables. Items are laid out randomly across the map, so no 2 team spawns will ever be the same between matches. That said, certain regions of the map are designated by what certain rarities of equipment they are likely to contain. Most items can be found lying out in the open, in supply bins, or in the rare loot tick hidden around the map. A couple of exceptional items, notably the gold quality Kraber and Mastiff, can only be initially found in a random supply drop. Items can also be scavenged from a defeated player's death box, the remains of their inventory from the moment they were eliminated. A death box will glow the color of the highest rarity item in that box. There are currently 21 available weapons for players to find and use, 19 at launch, with more planned to be added in the future. Most of the weapons make a reappearance from previous Titanfall games, while some of them are upgraded versions of older weapons or new ones in general. There are 6 available classes of weapon type: assault rifles, submachine guns, light machine guns, sniper rifles, shotguns, and pistols. They are also generally organized by what ammo type they use: light ammo, heavy ammo, energy ammo, shotgun shells, or sniper rounds. Weapons can be cosmetically customized with their own skins a player chooses outside of the game. Picking up another player's weapon lets you see the customization they use on their weapon, if any. Nearly all weapons can be modified on the fly with attachments, pieces of kit discovered in the field to improve a gun's functionality. These mods include barrels and stocks to improve handling, larger magazines to increase ammo capacity, scopes to improve a gun's iron sights capability, and other specialty mods like a choke to narrow projectile spread on shotguns, or a flexibility mod that allows certain weapons to change their firing mode, or a skull piercer mod that increases headshot damage for heavy marksman weapons. When swapping a weapon for another found in the field, the game will show which mods, if any, will carry over to the new weapon. Any given legend's special abilities aside, there are 3 types of armor a player can find and equip: body armor, a helmet, and a knockdown shield. Body armor improves your character's overall health and guards against damage. A helmet provides protection against headshots. A knockdown shield is used when a character is downed, letting them put up a small shield to provide forward protection against incoming damage while they crawl to safety. All 3 armor types come in varying levels of quality, with higher level quality armor providing greater levels of protection. Body armor, even when fully depleted, can be restored by using shield cells of assorted sizes, though this takes time. When taking damage, damage applies to armor first. When the armor is fully depleted, characters take damage directly to their health. Health can be recovered with syringes or medkits scavenged from the field, or certain abilities a character may have, though this takes time. Like most battle royales, when a character takes enough damage, they are downed or knocked down, leaving them crawling on the ground and mostly defenseless. If a teammate is still standing, they can pick up their downed teammate with the revival mode and get them back into the fight with limited health. If a character is carrying a particular gold quality knockdown shield, they can use its special ability to pick themselves up, though this takes longer. If a downed character takes enough additional damage, they are dead and out of play. However, unlike most other battle royales, death is not necessarily the end. If a character is killed and a teammate is still active, they have 90 seconds to get to the killed character's death box, the remains of their inventory, and recover their banner. Once a banner is recovered, the surviving teammates can travel to a respawn beacon and use the banner. If successful, the dead character will be fully revived and return to the fight on that respawn beacon via dropship, albeit with an empty inventory. If all members of a squad are downed or killed at the same time, the squad is eliminated from the game, meaning their game is over entirely. The members can either spectate other players still in the game or exit the game and return to the main menu to start over. Players have limited inventory with which to carry any items or equipment scavenged from the field. A character can only carry up to 2 weapons at a time, each weapon with its own aforementioned set of modifications it can equip. They have 1 designated slot apiece for a helmet, body armor, knockdown shield, and backpack. The latter expands their inventory by providing additional inventory slots. As mentioned previously, the aforementioned equipment types come in varying quality, with higher quality gear providing improved protection or carrying capacity, and the rarest gold level equipment providing not only the best protection capacity but also exclusive special abilities. Their inventory consists of discrete slots with which they can carry other miscellaneous items, like syringes and medkits, shield cells, various ammunition types, ordnance, and unequipped weapon mods. They cannot carry spare weapons or duplicate pieces of armor. Inventory management will be crucial to success, as a player will have to decide what items are more valuable to them at any given moment. Apex Legends is a free-to-play title, meaning there is no cost to download the game and start playing immediately. There are presently 3 currencies available within the game mode. Crafting medals, which directly get the most cosmetics in the game. Legend tokens, with which to purchase new legends and more exclusive cosmetics. Apex coins, the premium real money currency with which to purchase anything in the game. The game also features cosmetic loot boxes called Apex Packs. Opening an Apex Pack gives a player 3 random items of varying rarity, ranging from currency to any sort of customization, like weapon skins or legends items, skins, banner pieces, quips, finishing moves, etc. Apex Packs can be purchased directly with Apex coins. Completing a game, win or lose, will award experience points, or XP. These go toward a player's account level. When the account levels up, they receive rewards including free currency and Apex Packs. Despite the lack of Titans and wall running, Apex Legends is in fact set in the Titanfall universe, taking place 30 years after the events of Titanfall 2, and it appears the war between the IMC and the Frontier Militia from the Titanfall games is still raging, with Bangalore, real name Anita Williams, serving as a soldier for the IMC side. Bloodhound, whose real name is unknown, is the tracker character in Apex Legends, able to track enemy footprints and find those hiding around him. Bloodhound is one of the more mysterious characters on the Apex Legends roster, and while not much is known about them from a lore standpoint, we do know that Bloodhound was originally designed for the Titanfall series, appearing in the Titanfall 2 concept art book. A common theme in hero-based games is being inclusive by having characters that represent a variety of races and sexualities, including those in the LGBT community. Apex Legends is no different, with its LGBT representative being Makoa Gibraltar, the tank-like defensive hero. Some Lifeline fans may be interested to know that before she served as a medic in the Apex games, Lifeline came from a wealthy family, with her parents accumulating their wealth by profiting off the IMC and Frontier Militia. Ashamed of how her parents amassed their fortune, Lifeline uses her profits from the Apex games to benefit the civilians whose lives have been ruined by the war. And so ends the tale of the popular first-person shooter battle royale video game, Apex Legends, which continues to attract gamers from all over the world.